Dear learners, welcome to NIS course on sociology at senior secondary level. Now we will discuss about cooperation, that is a part of lesson 10, cooperation, competition and conflict. In this lesson we will discuss about the concept of social process and social interaction, how both are related to each other, and we will discuss the basic concept of cooperation, what are different types of cooperation and importance of cooperation. As you know, society is not static, it is ever changing. Changes come through interaction among members of the society. The interaction reflects the activities of human beings in society through contact and communication. In this context, there are certain mechanisms by which individuals and groups carry out activities according to their needs and requirements, which are known as social processes. So, cooperation, competition and conflict mark the basic principle of various types of activities performed by the individual in a given social context. So, let us discuss how social process and social interaction both are related to each other. Social process is concerned with different changes in the life of the group. It depends upon the nature of interaction, which may include the historical, cultural, political, economic, religious and social aspect. Suppose you can take an example of family as a social group. So, if we look at the family, there are also history of family and also cultural aspect of family, and family also perform different economic, religious and social function. And interaction refers to an action done in the response to another action. It is a two-way process where each individual or group modifies the behavior of the others. It becomes social process when interaction is repeated. We can take an example of a school situation. If you go to a classroom, there is only bench and chair and there is no teacher and student. How can you think about interaction? So, when the teacher enters the classroom and started teaching to the students, then interaction happens between students and teachers. So, we can say that interaction takes place between two actors. It is not a one-way process. Social processes are the fundamental ways in which men interact and establish relationship. You can see the picture where both male and female are talking to each other for some time, and if they are talking in a sense of establishing the relationship. So, we can say that social process between two actors, it is not a one-way process and it cannot be between a one actor only. Similarly, we can take another example when a husband and wife help each other out of love, affection and sympathy. It assumes the form of cooperation and becomes social process. So, we can say that there are many activities that takes place between both husband and wife. So, the social process mean various modes of interaction between individuals or groups, including cooperation and conflict, etc. Now, we can discuss what is concept of social interaction, because we have already discussed interaction, but what is social interaction? Social interaction, as distinguished from social process, is concrete and based on communication and social contact and reciprocal relationship. So, when you talk about family as a social group, so you find that there is social contact and relationship between different family members. So, we can say that social interaction takes place in the family in that sense. So, the members of a society bound together in a system of mutual influence is described as social interaction. Now, we will discuss what is cooperation. Cooperation generally means working together for a common objective. For example, celebration of festivals. You might have observed that whenever we celebrate any festivals in the family, so everyone has the common goal that not only to perform the rituals, but also to have happiness in the family. So, therefore, we celebrate different festivals. You can also think about Diwali. When you celebrate Diwali, so everyone is so excited, even you are also. So, there are many family members do their own activities, like suppose mother do the jhoti, or even as a children you are also, you might have enjoyed doing the jhoti. Similarly, the father comes with different colors and sweets also. So, event becomes successful when every members cooperate each other. Now, we can discuss about types of cooperation, because there are many bases through which you can say that there are different types of cooperation. So, there are direct cooperation and indirect cooperation. What is direct cooperation? When individuals perform similar activities together, it is called direct cooperation. You can see the picture how the kids are playing together. They have the common objective that how to take enjoyment out of the game. So, we can say that playing together is one form of direct cooperation. Similarly, working with together, because they all are doing the same activities at the same time. And what is indirect cooperation? In this case, people perform dissimilar activities for attainment of common end. You can see the famous car festival which we call Rath Yatra in Puri, Odisha. So you can see that everyone has the common objective how to do the rituals, how to see Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra. So there are many lakhs of devotees came here to perform the rituals. So you can say that there are many people those who are engaged in these activities. There are police those who are doing the rule, looking at the rules, law and order situation. There are administration who are more for smooth management of the devotees, and there are many volunteers who are also supporting this cause. So you can say that there are many individuals, but everyone is doing their own activities. This is based on the principle of division of labor and specialization. Now we can discuss about there are another basis through which we can say that there are three types of cooperation. One is primary cooperation, another is secondary cooperation, another is tertiary cooperation. What is primary cooperation? The cooperation found in primary groups such as family, neighborhood and peer group, where people have choose to face-to-face relationship. Suppose if your father wants to perform certain activities, say that no, you do that activities and your sister also do another activities. So here the face-to-face relationship is the major factor in primary cooperation. But if you look at secondary cooperation, there the cooperation is voluntarily. Like it is found in secondary groups such as industrial house, volunteer organization, trade unions and various political and educational organizations. Suppose in a school we are performing some rituals, so here the relationship is not to face. Now there is another kind of cooperation, that is tertiary cooperation. It found when individuals or groups who otherwise compete with one another came together and cooperate each other for a specific purpose. For example, cooperation between different political parties for a short span of time. You might have seen that your school is closed or many activities also closed because there are strikes. So you might have seen in many situations that various political parties came together, say that we will have a joint strike, so because government is not doing their role in a proper manner. So in that case we can say that is tertiary cooperation, because the political parties come together for certain period of time and after that they do their own activities and they forget they had a common goal at some point of time. So we can say that is called tertiary cooperation. But cooperation is also goal oriented and conscious form of social interaction. How? It involves two elements. One is common ends, another is organized effort. All the individuals have the common end, that is celebration of the festival, but they can do it only when all the members cooperate with one another in an organized manner. This is an example of cooperation at the level, for example, family, community and nation. You might have seen in your neighborhood that Ganesh Puja is celebrated. So you find that all are cooperating with each other because they have a common end, that how our community will have a name and fame in other community that we have celebrated the festival in a proper manner. So family members cooperate with each other in terms of sharing economic, emotional and social requirement of one another. So we can say that cooperation is also goal-oriented and organized form of social interaction are involved in that. I think cooperation is also very essential in our life, because unless we cooperate with each other, we cannot do certain activities in a proper manner. So therefore, cooperation is also very much essential. So I request all of you that whenever any person seeks cooperation from your side, you also cooperate with each other. Dear learners, in this lesson we discuss about what is cooperation, what are the different types of cooperation and how cooperation is important in our social life. Thank you.